Welcome to Krista's Cupcakes. So today I wanted to talk to you just briefly about my first appointment with my surgeon. Hi, so today we're going to talk about a little bit about my appointment with my surgeon. This is the first appointment I had after my diagnosis. So I had to wait about a week because it was spring break for the surgeon. Even though I was very anxious to get in, come on, let's get in, let's get this stuff started. I'm ready to move forward. Let's get this out of my body and let's keep it moving. And so I finally got there to my appointment about maybe about 10 days after my diagnosis. Maybe a couple days longer, hit or miss, plus or minus two. So at any rate, I got there. They did the initial, check your blood pressure, just your normal appointment. She did a physical exam. But what I loved about her is that after the physical exam, I got dressed. We went to another room, a consultation room, where she went over everything. I tried to take out a piece of paper and my notebook because I was prepared, right? I was going to take notes on what she was saying, but she was like, nope, you're not going to need that. Put that away. I'm going to write down everything. Was the best thing that could have happened, because I assure you that there's no way that I would have taken as good of notes as what she provided me. Just because you're just so emotionally vested in what she has to say, and it really gave me an opportunity to listen, take it in, even ask, questions along the way. So she went through all the different options that were going to be available to me. She explained to me that the type of tumor that I have is ER/PR positive and HER2 negative, which is a good thing because there are drugs that can stop or block estrogen and progesterone. So that was a good thing. And not only that, but they are each 90% in some 90% range. So I'm not sure what all that means, but what she explained to me is that if I were going to have chemo in the end, it would be to kind of cover that additional 10% that the any oral medication won't cover. So at any rate, she went over all the options. She explained how everything would go if it in pre-COVID, and then she also said, now since we're in the land of COVID, she was going to take my case to tumor board, where there's additional physicians there, and she would present my case, and they would kind of basically weigh the options. Should we do surgery now? Can this person wait till later? So basically, in the world of COVID, to be honest, I mean, she didn't say it, but she didn't have to. It was very clear, is that they are really making some major decisions on who gets treatment when, where they wouldn't normally do that, pre-COVID. So at any rate, she told me that I wasn't in a high risk category, but I wasn't in the low risk. I was in that mid risk category. So like I told you in the last video, which there'll be a link below if you missed that one, is that I had an MRI, and so the MRI occurred right before the tumor board, which was actually good because now she had the whole total picture that she needed to present to that board of individuals. So at any rate, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I sat with her. She explained all the options. She drew pictures for me. I mean, it was wonderful. And then after that, I went to another consultation room where I met with a social worker, and this lady was wonderful. She gave me all types of materials, like here are some reputable websites that you can go to. Here's a cookbook. Here's some eating, tips. Here's some information for resources around Indianapolis. I mean, just anything that I would need. Here's a thing for grants. I mean, just she was amazing. So she provided me with a lot of tools, and then after she was done, I got to meet my surgeon's nurse, who she's called a nurse navigator. So from my understanding is that this is going to be the nurse that I'll talk to along the way as I'm working with my surgeon. So she was wonderful. She had some additional information and tools and tips for me. She explained her role, what she would be, how she would communicate with me. I mean, she's the one that was going to schedule my appointments and do things like that, or work with the assistant that would do such a thing. But all in all, when I left that appointment, I was in information overload. But I did pick up on some key information that's going to be useful, just moving forward. In addition to that, I just felt so comfortable around these people. I just really felt like I had a great team. And I just think that's important when you're dealing with something such as this, to have people around you that you can trust and you really feel like they have your best interest in heart. So that is really the nuts and bolts of my first appointment with my surgeon. Thank you for listening and viewing, and thank you again for coming to my channel, Krista's CupCakes.